Is it tough to fast for 9, 7, or even 5 days? Yes, it's tough, really tough, but it's absolutely doable. Today I'll show you how to get through extended fasting smarter, easier, and with a lot less suffering. I've completed multiple 7-day and 9-day fasts, and this is my list of 20 tips based on personal experience and science that help me go days without food. You might have strong willpower, but it's much easier when you back it up with smart strategies. Before we even start fasting, there are a few critical steps to make your life way easier. First, stick to regular meal times in the weeks leading up to your fast. For example, if you have 3 meals a day, stick to specific times like 8 to 9 a.m., 12 to 1 p.m., and 5 to 6 p.m. When you do that, your body learns to expect food only during those windows, not constantly. You're training yourself to deal with hunger for 3 hours a day, not 24. I usually eat twice a day, around 10 to 11 a.m. and 4 to 5 p.m. So I only deal with hunger for 2 hours a day. That makes a huge difference. Next, cut out sugar and refined carbs at least a week, ideally 2 before a fast. If your body is used to blood sugar spikes, it will crave sweets once the fast begins. But if you train it in advance, cravings will be much easier to manage. Third, pick the right days for a fast. Here we have 2 things. Pick a quiet week. No big social events, no deadlines, no heavy emotional stress. Any emotions, negative or positive, will distract you from a fast. Also, choose warm days if possible. Fasting can make you feel colder than usual. So, sunny, warm weather makes a big difference. Another big tip. Make a list of things you can do during your fast. Your goal will be keeping yourself busy with tasks that are not physically or mentally exhausting. Organizing, cleaning, reading, anything simple that distracts your mind. Just have you prepare at least before you start fasting. It will help a lot. Next, watch videos or read about benefits of fasting. When cravings hit, reminding yourself why you started makes all the difference. And if you want a full breakdown of science-backed benefits of fasting, check out my other video. I link it here and in the description. Okay, moving on. Consider joining a fasting community. Forums, groups, even just reading about others on the same journey helps. There are a lot of inspirational personal stories that really make you want to start a fast and complete it successfully. Finally, a bit controversial, I personally don't usually announce my fast to other people. I found that when people know you're fasting, even well-meaning friends and family can distract you or even talk you out of it. Keep it private if you can, at least until you're halfway through. Now, once you're actually fasting, first and foremost, stay away from food and from the kitchen. Even if you have a super willpower, it's better to set an environment up for success. If you don't see food, you won't think about it as much. And by the way, during fasting, all your senses, including smell, sharpen up. So it's better to stay far away from cooking smells too. Also, stay away from social events. There's usually a lot of food and people eating. It will be tough to fight cravings and you'll get a bunch of unnecessary questions about why you're not eating. Just stay away from all social events. Next, stay busy, but not with heavy physical and intellectual work. Clean up your storage, organize your files, do light chores that you planned before you started fasting. Keep your hands and mind busy without burning yourself out. By the way, for some reason, during my fast, I have an obsessive urge to clean things up and throw unnecessary stuff out. I don't know whether it's just me or it's a common thing. If you have obsession during your fast, please share them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. And another thing, I found that even playing games on the iPad is pretty helpful. The less idle time you have, the less you'll obsess about food. And related to the previous one, do some light workouts. Just a lighter version of what you normally do. Even a walk, a stretch, or a few bodyweight movements can help. Physical exercise shifts blood away from your digestive system into your muscles, which helps curb cravings. It also helps distract you from thinking about food. This one's a big one. Drink lots of water, especially warm or hot water with a pinch of salt, sea salt, and electrolytes. It will fill your stomach, makes you feel full, buys you time, and helps prevent dehydration. Another tip that works well, use coffee and tea strategically. Black coffee, green tea, herbal tea, all fine. Coffee and tea don't have calories, and don't break your fast. Just keep it plain, no sweeteners. They can help suppress hunger and keep you mentally sharp. Okay, one of my personal favorites. Take a hot bath, shower, or visit a sauna or steam room at your local gym. It relaxes your nervous system, warms you up, and makes you feel much better. Just remember, sweating means losing water and electrolytes. So, please make sure you replenish them. Another critical tip, try to stay emotionally neutral. Both positive and negative emotional spike can trigger cravings. Stay steady, calm, and detached. Think of yourself as being in airplane mode for a few days. Also be ready to rest when your body tells you. You're doing serious internal work, healing, recycling damaged cells, repairing tissues. You'll feel tired from time to time. So respect the process by slowing down when needed. Next, know your hard days. Usually people are excited on the first day because they're just starting, and on the last days when they're close to the finish line. Day 2 and 3 are usually the hardest. After day 3, it gets way easier as your body flips the metabolic switch to fat and ketone burning. Cravings drop significantly and mental clarity kicks in. And if you need a mental boost, I highly recommend learning about willpower. Maybe even watch a few videos of David Goggins. You'll quickly remember you're tougher and stronger than you think. Okay, moving on. Focus on what you're gaining, not what you're giving up. Think deep healing, fat burning, autophagy, insulin reset, not I can't eat pizza. Yeah. Next, track your progress. Monitor your body weight, fat, glucose, ketone, sleep, resting heart rate, HRV, everything possible. Seeing real changes reinforces your why and keeps you going when motivation dips. If you're curious, I also made a full video showing everything I tried during my fasts. And in the description of this video, I will list all the tools I use, like ketone, glucose monitor, weight scales, and more. Finally, one more thing you can do. Use fasting apps like Zero to track your fast and see how much time is left. I usually turn on Zero once I'm more than halfway through the fast. It's incredibly motivating to see the countdown getting shorter every hour. I think that's it. This is my key thing that helped me get through my fast. And I hope these tips will help you get through your extended fasts. I also think you can apply most of these tips to your shorter 24-hour and 36-hour fasts. And as usual, disclaimer, fasting is a stress for the body, and it's not for everyone. So consult with a doctor if you have any concerns. If you're new to fasting, start small. Begin with intermittent fasting, 16-hour fasting, 8 hours eating. Then try a 24-hour fast, like breakfast to breakfast. It's a perfect way to get a feel of your body's reaction and start building real willpower before you dive into a full multi-day fast. Extended fasting is a great tool for healing and for sharpening your mind and body. So please prepare well, expect some challenges, and stay focused on the bigger prize. Better metabolic health, more mental clarity, stronger emotional control, and a ton of other great things. If you found these tips helpful, make sure you like this video and share this with someone who is thinking about taking on an extended fast. And if you have any questions about fasting, drop them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer every one of them. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you next video.